It's beginning to feel a lot like pun time. Come on. There it is, my authentic Christmas sound effect machine. Welcome to our regulars and our newbies to what I do believe is the 36th UK Pun Off, the fantastic 1 hour online kind of game show thing where we rattle off about 100 puns in an hour. I'm backstage today. I'm producing, and I'm going to hand over quickly to your presenter for the evening, Mr. Ian McDonald.
Good evening, Rob. I wasn't sure whether you were impersonating Santa or Bez there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. I've always fancied myself as a bit of a hairy Bez. So thanks for the comparison. I was lagging. Am I still lagging or am I okay?
No, you're all right, man.
Okay, that's good. How are you today? You've been a bit unwell the last few weeks. Are you feeling better?
Doing all right. Yeah, I was unwell last week. The week before that was self-inflicted. Yeah, I'm all right now, man. All is good. All is good.
Jolly good. So I'm going to head off back.
Looking forward to some puns tonight, man.
Of course, it's the highlight of the week, isn't it? They're both the highlight and the low light at the same time. Who would have thought it, depending how it goes. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm backstage. I'll read out some of the jokes that you viewers can send in, but I'll hand over to you, Ian, now, and you can intro the show and the guests. Have a good show. Ta-da.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Rob. And Rob will be back in between each round to read out your jokes, viewers' jokes. Now, number 36, where has the time gone and all that? For those unfamiliar with how it works, basically we have 4 punsters on tonight. I'll be presenting each one of them. We have 6 topics. Each punster will do 3 puns each, and then you, the viewers, shall vote on who you thought has won that round. Then at the end of the show, we have a winner. All clear? Good. So without further ado, Ian Bowden, evening to yourself, Ian. Daniel Colley, evening punsters, evening to yourself. Diane Thomas, our favourite member of the Thomas family, good evening to you. And Nathan Ramsden Locke, all hello to you. And Con Bugler, we've got everyone in tonight. But who we also have in are our other regulars. And may I introduce you first to Mr. Julian Lee. You all right, Julian?
Yes, I'm all right. How are you, Ian?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
It's nice to have you back.
Nice to have me back. Not self-inflicted last week, but the week before certainly was. Just water tonight.
Good lad.
So you've been doing all right, man?
Yes, been pretty busy this week, actually. Even did an online gig on Friday.
Right, how did that go?
It was all right. It's odd. It was one of those gigs. It was a nice gig. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of those gigs where you just told gigs to the camera and you didn't get any sort of audio feedback at all. So it was just a bit odd, but that's how things are at the minute. But it was a nice gig. It was a Hen House, it was called. It was nice.
Hen House.
Yeah. All
right, cool. Need to check that out, man. Someone else who I think was supposed to be gigging this week is Mr. Lovedev Barpega. How are we doing?
All right, guys.
You all right, man?
Yeah, I was lagging a bit at the back. Don't know why.
Lagging at the back?
Yeah, I've been all right, mate. I was gigging.
You can get cream for that, you know.
Yeah, I was gigging last night.
Right,
in Tottenham. Yeah, it was good. To a double show for Scallywags Comedy. It was all right, yeah.
Nice one,
they were both sold out. So.
Cool.
Yeah, nice.
Evening to Mike Rochburns. Am I right in saying that's Hugh Janus?
Yes, it is.
I think it is. I think it is. But you've come on with your real name today,
He's
Mike.
Back.
Nice one.
Mate, read it out quickly.
No, I'm not going to because I'm obviously not back to full form. Oh, Mike or Hugh, whatever your name is, you got me there. Right, so it's not only us 3 regulars that are on, we've got a couple of guests that are going to be punning with us tonight. And we have a returning one, the one and only Mr. Roger Swift.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Roger.
Roger in the house.
Yep.
Roger in the house. Well, in the attic.
Well, yeah.
Roger Swift.
In the attic here, yeah.
In his attic.
So how you doing, Roger?
I'll lie and say I'm doing fine. No, I'm just kind of a bit. But I'm fine. I'm fine.
You need a gig. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Just say,
I'm
just
at
say,
home all day,
yeah.
stuck at home all
I
day.
need a gig. Promoters out there, give me a gig.
I need a
There
gig.
you
I need to blow my cobwebs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all do.
Well, I'm sure you can dust a few of them off tonight.
Yeah.
man.
I've dusted off some of
You'll
my
be
props
right, yeah.
tonight that have been in a case for 6 months. So
Dust them off will be grand. Right, our next guest is a long-time listener, first-time contributor, I think. Please welcome Mr. Phil Carr.
Hey,
Hi, Phil.
Hi, all right.
here he is.
You all right? How you doing, man? Doing all right?
Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Yeah, tremendous. How are you guys doing?
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Apart from me getting the most obvious of sort of punster names, Mike Crotchburns, wrong, I'm doing all right.
Awesome. Can you guys hear my audio?
Well, you want that?
You seem to be a bit clear on my end.
A bit
A little
what are
bit
you ready?
crackly.
Crackly.
Yeah. Can
Just
you hear me all
myself
right?
or all of us?
We can hear you fine.
Yeah, I can hear you all right, man. As long as we can hear your puns, that's all we're interested in, man. So, are we ready to get on with the show?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
yep, all good.
Yay. Right, so the first topic of this evening shall be Japan.
Dun, 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 dun.
Japan. Okay, so I think we'll start with just the way that we've introduced you. So we'll go Julian, Lovedev, Roger, Phil, times 3. Viewers, get your Japan-based puns in. Rob will read them out at the end of this round. At the end of the round, get voting once Phil has told his last joke. And without further ado, take it away, Mr. Julian Lee.
Right, well, my favourite Oasis song is the one that tells you the incorrect way to read Japanese comic books. Don't look back in manga.
Hey.
Ah,
Very good.
Nice. Okay, Love Dev, what have we got?
Right, what have we got? I've learnt a new Japanese martial arts. I keyed you not.
Oh.
So I keyed you.
Okay, Roger.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Love Dev, we got it, man.
that was good.
Okay, here we go. You never do the washing up. You never clean. You never clean the toilet. Ah, Nagasaki.
Ah,
Somewhere else. Nice.
Well, indeed. Okay, Phil, your first pun on Japan.
okay. Japanese injury lawyers were seeing how revenue was. They decided to sue Mo.
We got a bit of it.
We got a bit, I think we
Yeah.
got the gist of it. Okay, give us it again, Phil.
All right, try again. Japanese sports injury lawyers were discussing how to grow revenue from wrestlers. They decided they needed to mow.
No, we
His
did
audio's a
it.
bit messed up.
Maybe log out and come back in, mate.
All right, will do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that. We'll get you. Yeah.
So if anyone's got a sumo joke, get it in now before Phil comes back. Right, so round number 2, I see the viewers have been sending them in their droves as usual. Thank you so much. Julian, your second joke based on Japan.
Right, my favourite Japanese warrior in Pulp Fiction is Samurai Jackson.
That's good. That is, Julian. That's better than mine. I need to cross my one out now.
Okay, well, Love Dev, what do you
Right.
have?
Okay. I was having a sword fight with a Japanese friend of mine, and I accidentally stabbed him with a sharp object in his socket. He was like, "What's up?" I said, "Sam, you're right. Sam, you're right." Julian's was way better.
Well, I don't know. It's up to the viewers. It's up to the viewers. Roger, what have we got on Japan?
Right. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just going to sneeze. Hang on. Pikachu.
Go on, Roger.
Okay, Phil, you're back with us. Can you hear us loud and
Yeah, I
clear?
can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You certainly
Right,
can.
great.
Looking forward to your second joke.
All right. Okay. In a vote, the flag of the sun was the much preferred name for the Japanese flag over the secondary choice, the flying sanitary pad.
Welcome back, Phil.
Great to be here.
Right, with the last one on Japan, Julian, what is your third pun?
One for the older people here. Alvin Stardust's favorite Pokemon is Maku Kichu.
Right, Loveday, your next joke, please.
Do you know when I went to Japan on holiday, I accidentally booked one of those capsule hotels? I'll tell you what, it was a hard pill to swallow.
Oh, I like it, man. I like it. Roger, your last joke on Japan.
This
please.
one's terrible, but you won't believe the prop I've got for this. Here we go. Whee! It's a Nintendo Wii. The Japanese.
Oh, is that it?
Nintendo Wii. Whee! Okay, right.
Are they made in Japan then?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Nintendo?
Wikipedia it.
They're Japanese.
Not from Scandinavia. No. Right, Phil, last pun on Japan, please.
Okay. Mount Yoshino in April is the best place in the world to view blossom. It's just a shame you have to go that far since Channel 4 cancelled it in 1995.
Nice, strong end to the round. So it's time. We've heard from Julian, Lovedev, Roger, and Phil. Get voting. Who has won that round? Was it Julian? Was it Lovedev? Was it Roger? Was it Phil? And she'll hand you back to our producer with the most, Mr. Rob Thomas.
Howdy, 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 as they say in Japan. I enjoyed that round, but here's some of your jokes that you've been sending in. From Ian Bowden, first of all, some Japanese wrestlers were refused service at the bar in The Simpsons, so they decided to sumo. Yeah, we heard that one, Ian. We could hear that one. Thank you. Very similarly, the winner of the World Origami Championship, says Mark Wilson, was arrested for cheating. He folded in questioning. Nice. Daniel, who's on next week, says, my friend was a Japanese warrior who hated having to choose between eating pork or posh bread. He was a ham or rye warrior. Nice. Bunch of levels to that. A couple more quickly, Nathan. Japanese cartoons can be quite popular, but you may find anime turn out to be a hit. You may find anime turn out...
Anime.
Eh?
Anime.
Oh,
Anime.
anime turn out to be a hit. I knew that. And finally, from Steve E. Vegas, my bonsai tree growing business was so successful, we were able to move to smaller premises.
Very good.
That's enough. I'll get in trouble if I read too many. We may have a chance to read some more of your jokes out on the bonus show, but for now, back to you, Ian.
Thank you very much. We had quite a good few number of votes in there. Thank you very much for voting. Thank you very much for sending in your jokes as well. Some crackers there. Before I announce the winner, a little bit of shameless promotion.
Wee.
If you would like a UK pun-off mug, just like this one, well, maybe a little different, send £7.50 to the PayPal address at the bottom of your screen, the one running along the ticker, not to Roger or Phil, to us. The ticker at the bottom of the screen, £7.50 with your name and address. We'll send you one of these mugs. If you want to win a fridge magnet, send in the best joke of the night. It's that simple. And with all of that said, well done to Mr. Julian Lee for winning the round on Japan. I say we had quite a few votes in. It was close for a while, but then Julian just struck ahead. Right, so Japan is away. So next, I think we shall go on to the Serengeti.
Ooh.
Safari.
Okay.
Oh, Rob, what are you like? It can be that safari if you want. It could be the animals behind me. Safari animals, I don't know. Do people go on to Max and behave like animals? I don't know. But I think we shall start with Phil in this round, and then we'll go anti-clockwise. So we'll go Phil, Roger, Lovedev, end on Julian, times 3. Get your jokes in the meantime, and please take it away, Phil.
Okay. I encountered a lot of protesters when going on Safari. I said, fine, I'll use Google Chrome.
There we go. Roger, what have we got?
Right, so I'm going to do a joke now, and what this joke involves. Do you have to do that? Do you have to do that? Giraffe.
I love that.
Okay, Lovedev.
Right. I've actually got Safari on my Apple phone. The only thing about it, the internet, yeah, the buffer's low. Buffer low. You know what I mean?
You took us one way with the Safari thing and then just reined us back in, man. Oh, top work. Julian, what have we got?
Last year, I actually went on Safari, but I was flattened by the head of the parade. Since then, I've had underlying health problems.
Cannelloni. Right, Phil, your second joke on Safari, please, Phil.
Okay. I went on a Jeep Safari once. I saw 12 and a Land Rover Discovery.
Okay, Roger, what have we got for our second joke on Safari Animals? Safari Animals was the
Yeah,
top.
this is the one I printed off at the last minute. Here we go. Got it right. So I recently, I did some gigs in up an island off the coast of Africa, right? And this is what they got me to drive around in when I got there, which, as you can see, is a car that runs on gas. Okay, that's a gas car, and that's a Madagascar.
God,
Okay, Lovedev.
Right, while I was on Safari, actually, there was a German woman there, but she was like covered in stripes, and all she had on was underwear. It was zebra. Fucking somebody shoot me. Okay, carry on.
Just keep Lovedev's face on his screen, man. All right, Julian, what have we got, man?
Well, actually, I almost lost a hand after running with a lion last week. Luckily, he only had a pair of jacks and I had 2 aces.
It was a slow burner. Sorry, Joe. That was a slow burner.
Right.
Okay, Phil, your last joke on Safari Animals.
Okay. I was advised it was too dangerous to play Twister on Safari due to big game hunters.
That's good.
I've just seen what Daniel Colley said. Right, Roger, your last joke in Safari, please.
Right, this one's elaborate, so here we go. This one's very elaborate. That's gorillas in the mist. I'm joking. Great.
Oh, Roger.
Out of interest, what was that you were spraying, Roger?
That was, like a magician's smoke. That they- I had to dig that out of my prop box.
That probably.
It's like Mary Poppins' bag, that box of yours, Roger. Right. So we've got Love Dev next, please.
Yeah. Before I do my joke, I feel a bit weird being on this side of the screen.
Yes, I was thinking right next
That's
is
better.
Ian. Wait, no.
That's better. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So I went to a big flashy African wedding the other day, and the groom, he came on an elephant. I'll never forget her face.
Julian's
Roger, get your spray out.
No, I missed the end. I heard they came on the elephant. I get the gist of the joke, or the jism of the joke, but I didn't hear the last line.
Oh, I said I'll never forget her face.
All right, okay.
Even an elephant part for me.
That's unbelievable.
Okay, ending this round, Julian Lee, please.
Julian Lee? Oh, must be Sunday.
It's just amazing.
And,
I have to bring
Is
some
this-
sort of decorum after that last joke, man.
Good, thank you. Is the Sleeping with the Lights On singer blunt like lions? No, he's curt as tigers.
Right, so that
Get these later.
So that is us for Safari Animals. Now it's time to vote. Who was your favourite that round? Was it Julian, Love Dev, Phil, or Roger? Get voting now, and we'll pass you over to our lovely Rob Thomas for your jokes.
It's going very well. It's hyper on the chat. It's great. I mean, Nathan is just reminding me of the days of Christopher Biggins, that this show is Safari so goody. And Colm, I presume Colm is passively aggressively hinting that I do some research onto how to say his name. Feel free to send me a phonetic pronunciation text, Colm, if you want. But on to the Safari jokes from Colm. Two insects from different colonies decided to run away to the Serengeti and get married by a group of horned animals. Was it antelopes? No, they were definitely buffaloes. Was it antelopes? Whew. Ian Bowden, how do male antelopes describe their forthcoming sexual conquest? I'm going to impala. Lovely. Stevie Vegas says, visited a safari run by some indecisive rhinoceroses. They didn't know how much to charge. Daniel Corley, did I mention he's on next week? The worst safari animal to play cards against is obviously the cheetah, but what's the best? The buffalo. He's got a lot of ticks. Daniel. He's got a lot of ticks. Mark went on a safari and spotted a lion. Now it's a leopard. Oh, he spotted the lion. And then Nathan sent this again, weirdly. So that's helpful. But he also sent a joke. I went on a really bad safari in Kenya. I couldn't help but wonder, will the beast even show up? Nice one, Nathan. That's it for Safari Animals. A load more jokes came in, but we may get to read them out on the after show party. Back to you, Ian.
Yeah, Daniel's filthy one is definitely getting read out on the bonus show. Well, with that said, it was pretty tight that round, but it goes to Mr. Roger Swift.
Yes.
Gorillas in the
Well
mist.
deserved, Roger.
Gorillas in the mist. Done it for you. Right, so I think it's that time of the show where we go for a little advert, Rob.
Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, that was Cappuccino. They're saying hello to our little friends. Anyways, swiftly on to our next topic, which will be neighbours.
Neighbours.
Lewin,
Everybody loves good neighbours.
Lewin Harold, that's who that is in the background, isn't it? That's who that is in the background. Right, so with this one, I think we will go with the winner of our last round going first. So that will be Roger, then we'll go clockwise. So Roger, Phil, Julian, Love Dave. Take it away, Roger.
Right, no props in this one, this round. So
Oh, no.
I've got plenty more, but on this round. Right. So my neighbour, right, he was driving around in his car the other day and he accidentally runs over Bambi. So he goes to the hospital and he handcuffs himself to the life support machine. He's hanging on for dear life.
Okay, next up is Phil.
I haven't watched Neighbours in years. They found my cameras.
Wow, that's a great job, mate.
Oh, look at that. Okay, Julian, what have we got apart from a big yawn?
No, I was in shock at my girlfriend eating something there. Disgraceful. Like, my neighbour's cross-eyed. So I said to them, is it a burden being cross-eyed? And they said, well, you can look at it two ways.
Shoehorn alert. Come on, Rob.
Oh, that's a great job, mate.
All right, Love Dave, what we got?
Right, I've recently bought a new house and I had a survey done on it. Turns out my neighbours don't want me there. Probably me jokes.
Nice.
Right, and now we're back to Roger.
Right, so my other next door neighbour, he's having a painful operation to turn himself from being a man into being two of them twisty bits from the tops of churches. No, it's completely true, it transpires. Transpires. Right.
All right, Roger, we got it, man. Okay, next up is Phil.
I was struggling to explain to my neighbour that I'd been masturbating in his garden. I said, sorry for beating around the bush.
Okay, Julian, you're up next.
The neighbour's teenage son has accused us of being obsessed with the song YMCA. I said, young man.
You're just waiting for the shoehorn alert to come up, aren't you, Julian? All right, Love Dave, your last joke in this round on neighbours.
Okay. So the lady across the street, right? She's got a cracking pair of legs. I'm not a pervert, but love thy neighbour.
Right. Last time round for neighbours, we'll start off again with Roger.
Right, so my flatmate, pretend I've got one. My flatmate, right, he recently, at the last election, ran as an MP, and I got home from work one day, found him trying to electrocute our next door neighbours who were from Warsaw. I said, what the hell are you doing? He said, well, you were the one that said I needed a surge in the polls.
I apologise, Julian, for the shoehorn stuff. Right, who's up next?
Okay. When I explained to my wife that our next door neighbour had separated our adjoining gardens with a row of dildos, she expressed no opinion. On the fence.
All right, Love Dave, what we got on neighbours?
So one of my neighbours, right, is actually in a blood-related couple, and now they've got a bun in the oven. Ugh, that's inbred.
At least you enjoyed that one,
I
loved
did.
it. Oh, great stuff. Okay, lastly in this round, we've got Julian on Neighbours.
Right, well, actually, Love Dev's joke in the last round reminded us that I've got this neighbour who lives across the street. It's this woman who gives hand jobs to plumbers, electricians, joiners. She's a jack off all trades.
Oh, brilliant round there, brilliant round. Time for you viewers to vote now. Who was your favourite in that round? Be it Roger, Phil, Love Dev, or Julian. Get your votes in now, and we'll hand you back over to Rob for some of your jokes.
That's still laughing.
Yes. Get your votes in. Remember to do that in the chat on whatever platform you're using, YouTube or Facebook, and put the name of the person you're voting for. So let's get some of your neighbourly jokes out there. Stevie Vegas, it's all kicking off on my street. First off, there was a kidnapping. His dad eventually came along and woke him up. And then there was a baby resisting arrest. Nice. Some good stuff in there. Daniel Corley, who's on next week, famous ex-Neighbour star Russell Crowe landed his pivotal film role after murdering and devouring his acting agent. Gladiator. Now here's a good little couplet here. First of all, we got three jokes on the subject of fences. Now, firstly, Nathan Ramsden, look, I was having this dispute with my neighbour about boundaries. I said, please don't take offence. Nice. This one from Mark Wilson. My wife doesn't like the next door neighbour sunbathing naked. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. He's probably watching, you see. And this one really just something a little bit different from Mike Rochburns. My next door neighbour gets really upset when she sunbathes naked. Personally, I'm on the fence. Oh, I love that one. Jessica. Good to have you with us, Jessica. Don't know what the time is over there, but good to have you with us. My neighbour keeps stealing the eggs out of my chicken coop. I guess he likes his eggs poached. Hey! And finally, from Steve, in order to keep communications going during lockdown, I have been hiding in my garden whilst talking to my very chatty neighbours. Sometimes it's hard to get a word in hedgeways. Oh, so much boundary, so many boundary jokes. It's amazing. Got to know where to draw the line.
Hey.
Thanks, Stevie. Loads of votes pouring in, and you can add them up, Ian. Back to you.
Yeah, they've added up, and at the moment it is a tie. It is a tie. So we'll have another 10 seconds of votes, and then we're going to go to a fourth joke between the two people that have tied. Julian won. Julian's not been in that because the tie was between Love Dev and Phil. Okay. Sorry, Julian, but that was just to make it even more of a nightmare. And it was Love Dev that fucking done it. Right, the next person that votes for either Love Dev or Phil, they will win that round. Julian, you should be Tony Gardner. I've got a feeling you've voted for Love Dev already. You have, you naughty chap. Right.
Did you see that?
Right. Love Dev and Phil, have you got one more neighbour joke?
Yeah, I have.
Jessica.
Yeah, I've got one.
Right. Love Dev, what's your joke?
Right, so my other neighbour, she's got herself a sugar daddy, but she's diabetic.
All right, Phil, have you got
No, I
another
haven't got
neighbour
another
joke?
neighbour's joke now.
Just make one up.
I haven't got one, sorry.
Just do a normal joke and put neighbour in it.
That's what I did.
My neighbour has no nose.
How does he smell?
Canny lowly.
I grabbed my neighbour's head and smashed it down onto this joint halfway up my leg because neighbours, everybody need good neighbours.
Hey.
And the winner of that round is Rob Thomas.
Yay! Give him that round.
Oh, so I'm giving that one to Phil because I liked his jokes better. Sorry, Love Dev.
That's fine. That's fine. No problem. Give it to Phil.
Right,
Give
anyway,
it to Phil.
give it to Phil. Phil's got it. So we've got Julian on 1, Roger on 1, Phil on 1, Love Dev still to score. But we're all having fun. We're all having fun, especially with Love Dev's
I am.
jokes. Right. I'm having great fun. Right, next up will be a little bit of folklore.
Okay.
A bit of folklore.
Folklore. Oh, I forgot to change my background for neighbours. There we go. That's where I live. It's beautiful, man. Cotswold. Right, what is it? Folklore. There we go.
Yeah, let's all go round to Love Dev's for a
Tell you stories to kids.
Right, so we are going to start with the winner of that round, Phil. Go anti-clockwise. So Phil, Love Dev, Roger, Julian. Is that the order we did it last time? I don't know. That's the order we're doing it this time. Remember, donate what you can to the stream because, I mean, we do it for nothing. We don't take any money out of it. We just sort of put it into putting this stream on live every single week, free for you guys. If it's a couple of quid, good. If it's 200 quid, all the better. That's more money that we can pay the likes of Roger and Phil for coming on, giving us their time, writing these silly as all hell jokes, and just entertaining every single one of us. Thanks you guys for watching. Thanks for donating. Thanks for contributing your jokes. Links at the bottom of the screen. And with that shilling out of the way, Phil, your first joke on folklore.
Okay. Folklore number 1. Folk music can only be played at cider festivals. There we go. That's it.
I got it.
Trying to work it. Did you get it? Explain it, Roger.
Was it some music?
Let Roger
Did you say
explain it.
Let's still explain it.
They're like
It's your joke.
folk
Yeah.
music.
So I just want to hear this as well. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, tumbleweed. I
On the
deserve
spot.
that. I deserve that.
No, go on. Explain the joke.
Explain it though.
Yeah, explain it.
I don't know if you cut out a bit.
Okay. Folklore, as in a law about folk music. Rule number 1 meaning you can only play it at cider festivals.
Yeah.
I got it. Now I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite niche. It's mostly your Bristol demographics that'll appreciate that one. Yeah, so. Fair play.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend it never happened. Okay. Let's.
No, I got it now. I got it.
Put the heat
The
up. like
basis
we
of that, the last round goes to Love Dev. Right. Anyway, your first joke on folklore, please, Love Dev.
You know, most Greek folklores are Daedalus. Daedalus.
Like, I get it.
So am I going to have to come back every time?
Okay. Roger, your first joke on folklore, please.
Oh, sorry. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Oh, I've had this here all day. Oh, that's a right thorn in my side.
Whee!
Narnia. This is fun.
Oh, Roger. I love you, mate.
Right, Julian, what have we got?
The guy next door to me has just won the best Robin Hood headwear competition. I thought, that's a feather in his cap.
Right, here we go. Right, Phil, your second joke in folklore, please.
Okay. The Loch Ness Monster has rarely been spotted due to his excellent skincare regime.
That's good. And we're back in the game, Phil. We're back in the game. Yes, man. Okay, Love Dave, what we got for a second joke?
So I'm going to go to an ancient garden, right? Dressed with a pointy hat and a fishing rod. Because when in Nome...
Okay, Roger, your second joke on folklore.
Right
please.
then. So my mother and father, they went on this over 60s cruise holiday. When they got on board, all the other passengers were vampires. I thought, fuck, it's the Twilight Saga. Saga holidays. Yeah. Me explaining it's funny.
It is, mate.
It's always funnier when you explain. Okay, Julian, your second joke on folklore, please.
Actually, I'm not sure I'm allowed to tell this joke now because I used to think Cyclops were just folklore, but I met one. He's I met a Cyclops. He's called Ian, ironically spelled with 2 eyes.
Head on that.
Nice. Okay, Phil, your last pun on folklore.
If Robin Hood only ever stole from rich areas, how did he get the name Robin Hood?
One to ponder. I like that one. Okay, Love Dave, your last joke on folklore, please.
You know what? There's no other people into folklore than Indians. Honestly, if you go to their house, there's always an elephant in the room.
Nice.
Fuck.
Right, I'm gonna get banned from Facebook now.
Okay, Roger, your last joke
I
on
think
folklore.
Ganesh the remover of obstacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Right, Roger, what have you got, man?
Right. The other 4 of you, this is one of my classics. Don't spoil it. Okay. So this next one's called Tinkerbell in a Blender. Okay. Tinkerbell in a blender. Okay. People watching at home trying to guess what the punchline is. Very liquid. Simple as that.
There we go, Roger. Follow that indeed, Mr. Julian Lee, to end the round on folklore.
Well, Jonathan Ross saw us leap onto a censored flame-breathing creature, but then he said I was just jumping on the bandwagon.
Okay, so that is us for folklore. Viewers, wonderful, beautiful viewers, vote now. As Rob was saying earlier, whatever stream that you're watching on, be it Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, whatever one it is, vote for who you thought has won that round. Was it Julian, Love Dev, Phil, or Roger? And I shall hand you back to Mr. Rob Thomas to read out some of your jokes.
Misspelt.
Hey, so I went to a fancy dress shop and I wanted a costume to look like Gandalf, and they gave me the hat and they gave me the gown, and I said, "What's going on? Well, where's the rest?" And they said, "Well, you can't get the staff nowadays." Now, here's one that sort of sounds promising, and I don't quite get it, from Daniel Corley, who's on next week. That's right, Steve. He's on next week, and you haven't missed any announcements. He's on next week. Daniel says, instead of going through further education, the government is incentivizing businesses to employ mythical spiky-headed horses straight from school. Apprenticorns. Now, I get the apprenti, and I get the corns, but what does it mean together?
Means
Nobody else
Daniel
knows.
needs to up his game next week.
Daniel can up his game straight away because he got attacked by a pig who tried to drink his blood, but it was a hampire. Come on, that's more like it. That's more like it. Mark Wilson says, my grandma says back in the dark ages, apples were bright green. I didn't believe her. It's just a granny's myth.
Hey.
Very good. Daniel, again, due to inflation, the half-man, half-horse creatures will now be known as dollars. Minotaurs. Inflation, Mino. Dollar. Minotaurs. Dollars. Min. Got me there, mate. I'll think on that one. I'll work it out. Jessica, You got it?
No.
Jessica, what do you call a man who suffers from the persistent delusion that he's a creature from Irish myth? A leprechondriac. Leprechondriac. Wow. And what the heck's this? That bloke is whispering in Love Dev's ear. Cheat. I like that, Sandy. Well spotted. Well spotted. Good stuff. Some really good jokes coming in. Thanks, everyone, for submitting them. We massively appreciate it. Back to you, Ian, to find out who's won that round.
Yeah, well, that was quite an easy one to judge. The other ones have been pretty close, either 1 or 2 votes in it, but this one was a landslide for the guy that was whispering in Love Dev's ear. Love Dev, you might as well take it. That was Love Dev Barpega's round. So, Mr. Thomas, is it time for another video? As Daniel Colley explains his jokes. No? Are we
Dead
moving?
or alive, you're
Running.
coming with me.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, paypal.me/UK Punoff. Anything that you could give us, as we say, helps upkeep the stream, helps pay the guests, and thanks for doing that, guys. Thanks for doing that. So we have only, 2 rounds to go. Can't believe this has been going in so quickly. So what shall we go for next? I think we shall go for minors. Minors. I can see the collective wince of everyone on the panel tonight. So we'll go with the winner of that round, which was Mr. Love Dev Barpega.
Right.
I hope I spelled that right, Love Dev.
Okay.
Yep. And then we'll go clockwise. Love Dev, Phil, Julian, and Roger. So take it away, Love Dev.
Okay. My father died recently whilst mining. He's left nothing but a big hole.
There could be an alternative setup to that punchline, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway,
You know what I mean.
Anyway, Phil, what have we got on mining?
Okay. Margaret Thatcher shut a lot of mines in the 80s, but was rarely praised for a zero tolerance attitude towards people wearing blackface.
Okay, Julian, your joke on mining, please.
Well, I used to work down the pit, but my mate, old Ben, he confused us by changing the colour of my favourite seat. It was a chair dye mine trick.
Okay. Roger, your first joke on mining, please.
Right, this is an audio clip, so I hope you hear it. It could go wrong if you don't hear this. So I was playing a game of Monopoly with Bob Marley, and I said, "What piece do you want to play as, Bob?" He said, "I'm gonna be iron." Iron, you mine, iron. It's close.
That's there. It's in the ballpark, man. It's in the ballpark. Right, Love Dev, your second joke on mining, please.
Yeah, you know what? I caught my mining robot having it off with another robot who's getting a proper good drilling.
Will that joke be making a reappearance later on in the night, Love Dev?
Yeah, it will be.
All right, Phil, what have we got, man?
Okay. During a visit to a quarry, I also got my car washed, but that's a minor detail.
Way.
Okay, Julian.
Right. If you hear a sound, it's the barrel, right? It's being scraped. What's a smooth transaction to another subject got in common with a mine that no longer produces coal? Seamless.
All right, Roger, your second joke on mining, please.
Right. So wow. Just wow. Yeah, I'm in awe of that.
All right, Love Dave, your last joke on mining.
I once fell into a well. I was in a really deep, dark place. Should have used that as the first one.
It's all right. What have we got, Phil, for your last joke on mining?
Okay, I thought about being a miner on my 18th birthday, but I was too old.
Okay, Julian, what have we got?
Right. If anyone's mining for bitcoins, just wait till about an hour after the Queen's speech, as my uncle never finishes his chocolate money.
Okay, and lastly, at this round, Roger Swift, what have we got for mining?
You might be able to guess why I've done this and got into this position. No. Have I got coppers behind me? You mind copper? It's close enough. Come on.
Hey.
We'll take that.
We'll take that indeed every time from Roger. Right, so that is our mining jokes. Vote now for who you think has won that round. Was it Roger, Love Dev, Phil, or Julian? And while you get your votes in, Rob is back to read out your jokes that you've submitted.
Whoa, that was close. We had a full-on internet death, and I have literally just this second got back to my desk after kind of rushing around like an idiot. What even topic are we on?
Mining.
Okay, here's some jokes on mining that I've been reading for the last 5 minutes. Tony Gardner says, "Good show, guys. Keep going." I'm doing my best, Tony. I'm doing my best. Mark says, "When my dad worked down the pit, he hit his boss. He didn't get arrested. It was just a minor incident." Don't pick on me. Ian Bowden, what's a miner's favourite Pornhub category? Face drilling. Lovely. Sorry. What I mean is, someone explain that to me. I don't really get it. So Nathan Ramsden, people who risk their lives mining for diamonds are pretty awesome. Very good. My own mother can't stop laughing. Thanks, Mum. Is that because of the internet thing, the hair, the cap, something like that? Mark Wilson, I had a joke about the Seven Dwarves, but I've forgotten it. Never mind. Hey ho. Stevie, apparently when I put down all my tools and refused to work, I looked like Arthur Scargill. Well, at least someone said I had a striking resemblance. Nice. Nice. Once you pick the scabs off, that is, Stevie.
Hey.
Here's a lovely one from Mike Rochburns. What do German miners call their penis? Mine shaft. There we go. And finally, Tony Gardner, I recently started an agency for mining, and it's called Stuff It Where the Sun Don't Shine. So, just simple but good. Thanks, Tony. Sheesh, that was close. I should be back for the last 6 minutes. Is this the last round?
This is the last round, yes.
Right, back to you then, Ian.
Thanks, Rob. And the winner of that last round, but a pretty convincing winner, was Roger.
Yes.
So kind of all to play for going into our last round. We have Roger on 2, Julian, Phil, and Love Dave on 1 apiece. Time-wise, I'll be honest, I hope Roger wins this. But our final topic of UK Pun-Off, number 36, is robots. Robots. Right, so we'll start with the winner of the last round and go anti-clockwise. So we'll go Roger, Julian, Phil, Love Dev. Take it away with your first pun on robots, please, Roger.
Right, so this is the new one. So I got this right. So, yeehaw! Go to the go to the port side and clean it. Aye, robot. Not a real deep one.
Okay, Julian, what have we got on robots?
Over the winter, the robot bears cybernate.
That's good.
All right, Phil, what have we got for robots?
I just bought a Tesla sex robot. It's great. The only downside is finding a petrol station with a charging point.
Okay, Love Dev, what have we got?
Okay. AI, Geordie robots.
Care to comment, Julie?
No comment, Virginia.
Right, Roger, what have we got on robots, man?
Right then, here we go. Everyone's looking at me. Why do they do that? I'm so scared. Paranoid android. The android logo. Yeah.
Anyway, Julian, what have we got on robots?
Right then. I put data entry on my CV, and all I've been offered are number inputting jobs. Next CV, all right, I'll just put, I fuck Star Trek robots.
Okay, Phil, what have we got, man?
Okay. I recently learned there's been a new technology developed that can pre-warm your dressing gown. It's called a robe hot.
Nice.
That's good.
Okay, Love Dev, what have we got, man?
I can't get my robot to fully function. I know. I'm annoyed.
Roger!
It's a robot. I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay.
Over my head, man.
Okay, here we go. Hasta la vista, baby. I'll be back in a jiffy. He's a robot in the film, right?
All right, Julian, your last pun on robots, please.
I saw loads of robots at the gym drinking protein shakes. Androids. No, just protein shakes.
Okay, Phil, what have we got on robots?
Okay. Job Centre's always been at the cutting edge of technology. They've been filling their own advisor roles with emotionless robots for years.
Very true.
Right on, brother.
Okay, Love Dev, last joke of this evening on robots. And if it's got anything to do with mining, you're getting cut off.
But to be honest with you, Ian, I'm not going to lie. I didn't write a third pun about robots. I know.
Just tell your mining one then.
I know. It's forget it. Google it. Wikipedia it. I know.
Absolutely, Wikipedia. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know it's what. I don't know. Anyway, vote now. Hopefully, you understood a hell of a lot more of those jokes than I did. Not very technologically inclined, obviously, but vote now, and we'll pass you back over to Rob to read out a couple of your jokes.
A couple.
A couple.
Received loud and clear. So,
more on the bonus
this
show.
one from Daniel.
More on
The director of
bonus
2001 A Space Odyssey was famously addicted to that colourful cube puzzle. It was Stanley Rubik. And Mike Rochburns. Does C-3PO have any brothers? No, only trans sisters. Steve says he invented... Hey, come on, it just moved on me. He invented a robotic iron. It decreases the amount of household chores I have to do. Nice. And finally, from Daniel, who's on next week, the owner of Facebook looks like a robot because he only eats lettuce. Mark Suckiceberg. Back to you.
Thank you. And we've got a landslide winner for that one. Thankfully, as we're running over, it was Roger.
Yay. Well, Roger.
Very well done to Roger Swift, who's won 3 of the rounds, or half if you're mathematically inclined, of tonight's show. So thank you.
He's gone to celebrate.
Victory lap or a weak bladder, one of the two, I'm not sure.
He's got a prop.
He's got crown. He's got the crown.
Yay.
Wave King Roger.
A King Gong crown.
So we'll wrap this up. Love Dave, have you got anything coming up this week at all?
No, not really. I might drop an episode
Right.
on my podcast later in the week.
Cool. Julian, you got anything coming up?
Yeah, just busy with a couple of little projects, but no gigs. No gigs.
No gigs. Cool. And Phil, have you got anything coming up at all? Anything you want to tell us about? Anything you want to plug?
I wish there was. I really wish there was, but I might go for a run next week, something like that.
Are you inviting
If
us?
you'd like
Or?
to join me, if you want to come to Stoke, you're more than welcome. It's quite lovely this time of year.
What's your
the
Twitter
seven
ID,
pounds.
Phil? Plug that.
Sorry, mate.
How do people find you?
How do people find me?
Pleasant. most
Running
of
in
the
the
time.
streets.
Just on my
You're not
it's there,
listening.
philcarlive.com. Have a look at my website, my clips on there.
Okay.
Cool, nice one. And Roger, anything coming up? Anything you want to plug?
If anyone wants to follow me on Twitch, I've got this thing I do now where I just do commentary on old adverts. That's my new project. So if you want to go on Twitch or watch the YouTube videos afterwards, I put them on YouTube afterwards.
And
Cool.
he
Where
is
can people find you on
delivering
YouTube?
a milk tray. And he's
Um,
now
I'm Roger
abseiling
Smith.
down the wall. Sorry. Sorry.
All right. So I
There we go.
don't know if we're going to be doing a bonus show after this. Anyone up for it? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Roger, you want to do it? We'll get Roger on.
What's
He's up for it.
it entail?
We'll tell you afterwards.
Me and Love Dev talking.
Oh,
um,
I can't if you want, yeah.
we'll have a chat about it. We are kind of over. Next week, we've got Daniel Colley and someone else, a mystery guest. Ooh, coming up next week. So same time next week, 7 p.m. on, I don't know what, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, whatever it is you've watched us tonight. Tell your friends. and
Ian,
we'll see
before you
next week.
go, wait. Who's the magnet
Yes,
winner?
yes.
Nathan's
Who is the magnet winner?
Rob, get
Mr.
yourself back in,
Thomas.
mate.
Oh, yeah, I announced
on,
this,
Rob.
don't I?
Who's the
This is
magnet winner?
100% going to Mike Rochburns, the ordinarily named person, with his joke, what do German miners call their penis? Mine shaft. And we've chosen that for two reasons. One, it's a good joke, and two, we want to find out what your real name is. So if you message us with, actually, the name doesn't really matter. It's the address that has to be fairly accurate,
Yeah.
and we'll send you that fridge magnet. Well played, Mike.
Well done, Mike.
Okay, nice one. We'll see you guys next week.
See you later.
Thank you for watching
Right.
and donate when you can.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye.